So, okay, children, so I was explaining you about the method of debt redemption. Okay, so in that you see in your book page number 306. Okay, now see the methods of debt redemption. The first paragraph: redemption means repayment of loan. That is the meaning of debt redemption. What is the meaning of debt redemption? The process of repayment of loan is called debt redemption. Further, redemption of public debt therefore can be defined as repayment of public debt. Okay, so method of debt redemption means the method adopted by the government for the repayment of public debt is called method of debt redemption. Okay, till here you people have to underline in your book. Now we need to start with the methods. The first method is repudiation of debt. Repudiation means it is a rare method used by the government. You need to understand this first. The first method which is given in your book, repudiation of debt. In this point, okay, you just understand to know the meaning. Otherwise, if the question is asked, explain the methods of debt redemption, don't use this method. They don't give marks for this method. If you are writing, if the question is coming, write any 3 methods of debt redemption, and one of the method, if you're writing repudiation of debt, they don't give the marks. Repudiation of debt, you need to understand only the meaning. So repudiation of debt is a method which is used by the government rarely, and it is used by the government only during the time of financial crisis or there is a national emergency. Repudiation means government refuses to pay the loan, to repay the loan. Government will say, I'm not in a position, so neither I'll pay the rate of interest nor I'll pay the principal amount. So when government completely refuses to pay the loan, then that method of public debt redemption is called repudiation of debt. It is rarely used by the government. When government uses, when there is national emergency, when there is political crisis or financial crisis, during that time, this method is used by the government. Now see the first method. Repudiation means refusal to pay a debt by the government. When the government repudiates public debt, it does not recognize its obligation to pay the loan. It refuses to pay the rate interest as well as the principal amount of debt because of financial constraints. Till here, I hope you people have understood. Second method, refunding. Refunding means to pay the old loan, government is taking new loan. Is it clear? That is another method used by this. You can write refunding. What is refunding? Means refunding is the process by which government raises new bonds to pay off the old or matured bonds. Means where government borrow the new loans to pay off the old loan, that method is called refunding. Now see all of you in the book and underline what I am reading. Refunding is the process by which the government raises new bonds to pay off the maturing bonds. Thus, the government take a fresh loan to repay an old loan. Okay, till here only you people have to write under refunding. So what is refunding? Is one of the method of public debt redemption where government raises new bonds to pay off the matured loans. Okay, so here government take a fresh loan to return the old loan. That is the second method of debt redemption. Third one, debt conversion. Now here government convert the debt. मतलब suppose 2019 में गवर्नमेंट ने लोन लिया 12% पे. अब 2021 पे गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी कि गवर्नमेंट की कंडीशन खराब है, फाइनेंशियल सिचुएशन अच्छी नहीं है, गवर्नमेंट डेब्ट को कन्वर्ट कर देगी. गवर्नमेंट कहेगी कि अब मैं 12% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट तो वो देगी, अब मैं 12% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट नहीं दूंगा 21 से, अब मैं सिर्फ 10% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दूंगा. So government take an opportunity to convert the public debt by reducing the rate of interest. That method, ताकि अपनी pressure और burden को वो कम कर पाए. That method is called debt conversion. Now see all of you in the book. Conversion of public debt means exchange of new debt for the old debt. In this method, the loan is actually not repaid, but the form of debt is changed. The process of conversion consists of converting high interest debt into low interest debt. That's it. This is the main line. Here, government convert the loan from high interest loan to the low interest loan. Is it clear to all of you then? The government might have borrowed at time when the rate of interest was high, but if the market rate of interest falls, it may convert old interest loan into new interest loan. Till here, you people have to underline. Is it clear? Next, budgetary surplus. It's a rare phenomena. It happened in the developed country. It does not happen in the developed. Budgetary surplus मतलब कि जब public revenue ज़्यादा होगा और public expenditure कम होगा. मतलब अगर 1000 करोड़ public revenue है और सिर्फ 9000 उनको चाहिए एक्सपेंडिचर के लिए, तो 1000 तब उनको they will able to save amount, and that amount is called as budgetary surplus. That budgetary surplus they use to return the loan. Is it clear? So now see the fourth point. Sometimes the government is able to generate surplus in its budget. It can use this budget surplus to pay off its debt to the people. A policy of surplus budget may be followed annually for paying off public debt gradually. Is it clear? I think nothing is there to explain in this. Now see the fifth point. Terminal annuities. Under this method, the government pay its debt in equal annual installment. Annuities means installment. अपने लोन को वो इंस्टॉलमेंट में देगी, क्योंकि इतना एक्सेस प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट होता है कि उसके लिए पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, तो दे विल रिटर्न द प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट ऑन इंस्टॉलमेंट बेसिस. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द मेथड ऑफ पब्लिक डेट रिडेम्पशन. सो सी, that is called terminal annuities. So under this method, the government pay its debt in equal annual installment, which include interest as well as the principal amount of debt. The annual payment are called annuities. Is it clear? Then the government is not required to repay the entire debt at a time, but the burden of debt is reduced every year. Okay, till here. I think nothing is there to explain in this. Then next is sinking fund. Sinking fund. Sometimes the government establishes separate fund known as sinking fund to pay off the loan. Government established a separate fund, and the name of that fund is sinking fund. और जो भी amount sinking fund में इकट्ठा होता है उसको उन लोग use करते हैं to repay the loan. Is it clear? That is called the sinking fund method of debt redemption. So underline, sometimes the government establishes a separate fund known as sinking fund for the purpose of repayment of its debt. The government create certain amount of its revenue every year for the repayment of outstanding debt. The fund is used for the payment of outstanding debt, payment of interest, and ultimate repayment of loan as they fall due. Then number 7, statutory reduction in the rate of interest. Okay, statutory reduction in the rate of interest. Okay, the government takes a statutory decision. Government decide करती है to reduce the rate of interest payable on public debt. Government purposely statutory reduction. Okay, मतलब ये एक वो क्या करेगी, आरबीआई को इंस्ट्रक्ट देगी ताकि आरबीआई क्या कर दे, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट को गिरा दे. तो जब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कम हो जाएगी तो लोन बर्डन गवर्नमेंट की कम हो जाएगी. इज इट क्लियर? दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द वे गवर्नमेंट यूजेस टू रिटर्न द लोन. ओके, द गवर्नमेंट टेक अ स्टैट्यूटरी, एंड द की वर्ड इज स्टैट्यूटरी वर्ड. यू कैन नॉट यूज इन प्लेस ऑफ स्टैट्यूटरी एनीथिंग एल्स. Decision to reduce the rate of interest payable on its public debt. The creditors are forced to accept the reduced rate of interest in view of statutory power of the government. Okay, government के पास statutory power होती है, जिसमें गवर्नमेंट के पास ये पावर होती है कि वो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट को कम कर दे, और क्रेडिटर्स को वो ही एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट हैज दैट स्टैट्यूटरी पावर. देन कैपिटल लेवे. कैपिटल लेवे, लेवे मीन्स टैक्स इम्पोज्ड. लेवे मीन्स इम्पोजिंग अ टैक्स. एंड किस में टैक्स इम्पोज करेंगे? कैपिटल पे. सो गवर्नमेंट बेसिकली गवर्नमेंट इनकम पे बहुत ज्यादा टैक्स नहीं बढ़ा सकती क्योंकि लोगों की इनकम कम होगी, फिर उनकी स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग कम होगी. तो यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी, जो बड़े बड़े कंपनीज है, इंडस्ट्रीज है, वो बहुत सारे कैपिटल के ओनर्स होते हैं. और उन लोग के ऊपर टैक्स गवर्नमेंट बढ़ा सकती है. तो what the government will do? Government will use capital levy, means taxation imposed on the capital. They raise that tax and they collect the amount and they use it for the repayment of the loan. Is it clear? Now see, capital levy refers to a very heavy tax on property and wealth. Underline, capital levy refers to a very heavy tax on property and wealth. It is once for all tax imposed on capital asset for a certain value. The capital levy is just like wealth tax as it is imposed on capital assets. It is imposed on rich and appropriate individuals on a progressive scale, which is used by the government to repay the loan. The last method is export surplus. Okay, export surplus. Export surplus का क्या मतलब होता है? जब गवर्नमेंट ने इंपोर्ट किया और एक्सपोर्ट की वैल्यू ज्यादा रही इंपोर्ट की, तो वो सरप्लस हो गया. मतलब गवर्नमेंट ने इंपोर्ट किया 100 करोड़ का और गवर्नमेंट ने एक्सपोर्ट किया 200 करोड़ का. तो 200 माइनस 100 वो हाउ मच? 100 करोड़ इज द एक्सपोर्ट सरप्लस एंड दैट अमाउंट द गवर्नमेंट विल यूज टू रीपे द लोन इज कॉल्ड एक्सपोर्ट सरप्लस. See, the method discussed above are used to repay internal debt, but external debt needs to be repaid normally in foreign exchange. It can be done by creating an export surplus, क्योंकि जब गवर्नमेंट बेचेगी दूसरे कंट्रीज को तभी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज मिलेगा और इसको उन लोग यूज करते हैं एक्सटर्नल लोन देने के लिए. If foreign loans are invested in those industries which produces exportable goods, the loan may be easily repaid. Is it clear? And if the loans are utilized for unproductive purpose, export surplus can be generated by reducing availability of goods for domestic consumption. In this case, the burden of debt may be very much felt by the people. All right. So second condition is not good. First condition is good. कि जो भी foreign loan government ले रही है, वो उन industries पे लगाए जो industries export करते हैं. इससे क्या होगा? Exportable goods की production बढ़ेगी, government ज्यादा export करेगी और ज्यादा export surplus बचा पाएगी जिसको गवर्नमेंट यूज करेगी एक्सटर्नल लोन को वापस करने के लिए. इज इट क्लियर? सो वी हैव डिस्कस्ड द 9 डिफरेंट मेथड्स ऑफ डेब्ट रिडम्पशन. द फर्स्ट वन इज रेपुटेशन ऑफ डेब्ट. मतलब व्हेन गवर्नमेंट रिफ्यूजेस टू पे प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट एज वेल एज द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, दैट इट इज कॉल्ड रेपुटेशन ऑफ डेब्ट. इट इज रेयरली यूज्ड बाय द गवर्नमेंट व्हेन देयर इज अ फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस. सेकंड इज refunding, means when the process in which the government raises new bond to pay off the matured bond, then it is called refunding. Means the government takes a fresh loan to repay the old loan. That is called refunding. Next is debt conversion. Here government take an opportunity to convert its high interest loan into low interest loan. That is called debt conversion. Next is budgetary surplus. Means when it is rarely happen that government sometime able to earn budgetary surplus. That surplus amount government uses to repay the loan. Next, terminal annuities. Under this method, government pay its debt in equal annual installment. It does not pay the full amount. It is used for the principal amount as well as for the rate of interest. Next, sinking fund. When government establishes separate fund, okay, to pay off its loan, then it is called sinking fund. Okay, now government on regular basis deposit a lump sum amount in that fund, and when a good amount is collected, it uses to return the loan. Then statutory reduction. Government has the statutory power to reduce the rate of interest. It reduces the rate of interest by using its statutory power, and creditors are forced to follow that, and they need to accept the lower rate of interest because government has the statutory power. Next is capital levy. Government imposes higher excess taxes on wealth and property of the rich people and uses that amount for the repayment of the loan. Next is export surplus. Export surplus is actually used to repay the external loans. When government take foreign loans and when it uses this foreign loan in the exportable industries, then it will able to get surplus, export surplus, which it can use for the repayment of the loan. Is it clear? So these are the various methods which the government uses for the repayment of the loan. Now, In page number 307, deficit financing is given. Only meaning is needed. What do you mean by deficit financing? Deficit financing means printing of new currency notes. When government print new currency notes to meet the deficit budget. What is deficit budget? When after taking loan also still public expenditure is greater than public revenue, then there is no option left with the government to print new currency notes. Is it clear? That is called deficit financing. Now see in 307 what is given in the block letters. Deficit financing means meeting the deficit between government expenditure and revenue through creation of new money. This is the meaning of deficit. Only the meaning is required. Is it clear? So children, today I have completed your chapter fiscal policy. Tomorrow I'm going to start your 17th chapter, which is the last chapter of your macro, that is government budget. So for today only this much. Thank you, children.